Well, good afternoon, folks. George Adventure here. Beautiful sunny day in Georgia, 73 degrees, and the sun's shining. And I think that's wonderful. So, I've been wanting to do a video on what I use to sharpen knives with, what you can use. And I'm going to show a little bit of the technique, nothing too in-depth, but excuse me, give me a little swig of Diet Coke, but my mouth's dry. But so anyway, that's what I was going to go over. So growing up, I started deer hunting, I guess, when I was around 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. We'd go to deer camp, and I'd sit around with them older guys like my daddy and my uncles and different people, and they was always sharpening, their skinning knives or their pocket knives. So, and I'd watch other times, just like being at home or whatever, or being somewhere with my uncles and all, and they may be down there just, kind of shooting the breeze, and they'd sharpen their knives. So, a sharp knife is important. It doesn't make sense to use a dull knife. It just doesn't make sense. That old saying, a lazy man carries a dull knife. There's a lot of truth to that. So in today's world, we have a lot of different knife sharpeners, knife sharpening systems. So, some people use belt grinders, and I have a little small one over there on my bench, but different ways. I prefer the old-fashioned way. So one of the stones that I grew up with was these Arkansas oil stones right here. And you got this is the smooth one, and this is the it's really not that coarse, but you use this one first and this one second. So the oil stones. And the oil stones, what they say, they're for oil, so you can get you some knife oil or some sharpening oil, whatever kind you decide you want. This is called coon pea, synthetic knife oil. So that's a crazy thing, but anyway, I don't remember where I got this, but so you wanna put some oils on the Arkansas oil stone. And this is a Norton stone. This is a coarse on one side and a smooth on the other. Now this one, I will use water on it. Water is a good thing. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, but my uncle had one of those oil big wheels with the stone on it that you pedaled, and you actually would sharpen an axe on it, and so and sharpen an axe, it's kind of the same technique, except for I've got a disc and that I use on my axes when I carve wood. But so I use water on this one. Water's good on it. You can actually sharpen them on a rock if you're out somewhere and you don't have anything. And when your knife, which this one's not that way, but if you get some little chips or some little places in your knife where you've been cut and maybe hit some bone, if you're skinning a deer and you hit some bone with it, if you hit some bone with a blade, then you want to take a file and do some file work. And it's nothing to it, just go with the right angle and just take your time, and you'll just get the right angle, and you'll take your time and go across it just real slow, just like that. And you do the other side. If you do 3 on this side, you do 3 on the other side. I did 5, so just like that. And you use the file. The file will take the nicks out. You can get you some little smaller ones than these. You can put it in a vise, or you can put it on your knee. You can do it however you want to do it. Just take your time and take the file, and you can get the nicks out. If you got some little nicks in your blade from, you know, hard use. And on the oil stones, I'll show you the oil stones here in a minute. So once you get a good edge on it, you can take one of these quick sharpeners. This is a Work Sharp. This is a great product. I've got several different kinds, but this one has the V. It's just got little pieces of metal, you know, and you just run it through. You got to keep these things clean too. You know, they get some metal built up in them, but you know, you just basically just pull it through, you know, put just a little pressure, and you want to, on this blade, on the spade blade, you want to tilt it and get your spade blade. So you do that a few times, then you want to come over here to this one, to the little white stone, ceramic stone, whatever it is. And you just want to, you know, just get just a little, you know, work to it, just like that. Once you do that, then you can fill it. See, that's good and sharp already. So, you know, sometimes you can just use these. Here's another little, this is a Rapala, and of course it's made in China, go figure, but same way. Take this thing, and you can always wear a pair of cut gloves if you're worried about cutting yourself. Just be real careful. You can hold it like this, keep your fingers out of the way. You just run it through. Just run it through like that. All right, then you can flip it over. You see this side. You just run it through the white ceramic side, and just a few times. You want to try to do, if you do 5 on this, you want to do 5 on this. Or, you know, 3 or 4, however you do it, you want to do the same amount. So that thing's good and sharp. Okay, so you do that. Then the next step is a strop. I guess that's how you pronounce it. So a strop, you will take here and you'll pull it. You'll pull it. 1, that's 2, 3. Okay, then you'll go away again. Go away from me. Go away from me. That's 2. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you put a strop. What the strop does, it just takes, kind of polishes the blade. That thing's razor sharp now, buddy. But it polishes the blade, and it gets any of the little fine debris off. It just kind of polishes it up. You know, then you can flip over to the plain side and do it that way. Same thing a barber used to use when he was going to shave you. I don't know how many you've ever had a shave at a barber. I have. Very, very fun experience, really. You know, they put that hot towel on you, but then they shave you with a straight razor. But they use a strop, leather strop, and you just go back and forth, and it's sharp. So you want to strop it. That's another thing to do to finish it up. You've also got the little mechanical options. This is a Smith's. Work Sharp makes one. My wife got me this for Christmas. So you can tilt this thing however you need to tilt it. Press the little button and, well, I say it'll tilt, but let's see. For some reason it won't tilt, but I know I'm not doing nothing right. I've only used it one time. But anyways, this thing will tilt this way or this way. So you just put your blade, you just run your blade right here at that angle. So it's another good way to sharpen a knife if you want to. Like I said, oil, get your oil, whatever kind of oil you want. That Smoky Mountain knife works. This is the Norton oil. And you can use oil on this one. I just prefer water on this one. And these are your oil stones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get your little oil out right here. Get you a little bit, put on here, and just kind of give you the technique. And there's a couple techniques you can use now. You know, there's some people, I know these knife makers out there will tell you, well, you know, this or that, but you know, you just have to play around with it. That's all you got to do, and play around with it, and you'll become a proficient. So, and this is carbon steel. This is a Sodbuster Carbon X. So, you know, you can just take it in 1, 2, make sure you get your angle right, 3. Same way, 1, 2, 3. Or you can set it down. You can actually set it down on a bench. That's the best way. Or you can take it like this. And just take it and just actually hone it. Be careful to have the right, because you don't want to scratch all this up. So you can do it that way. Just hone it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or you can actually kind of hone it. I used to see my uncle do this all the time. He could sharp. He made old homemade knives. You just take it, you know, make sure you get the tip. Make sure you're not scratching none of this. All right, so got some oil on it, side to side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take a little oil, wipe it off. This blade's starting to get some patina on it. See, that's sharp, man. So then after that, you can you want to wipe the oil off. Wipe the oil off your stone. Okay, after that, you can get your fine one. This is fine. And put you a little bit of oil on it. Don't take a whole lot of oil, be honest with you. Just, you know, just kind of rub it in with your finger. It's not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt you. So just same technique. Same technique. You just 1. Keep your fingers out of the way. 3. 1, 2, 3. Or you can hone it. However you want to do it. Just hone it out. There you go. Wipe it off. Make sure you don't scratch this part here, the top part. And that's good and sharp. That's razor sharp. I always polish my knives when I get them from the factory. Most of them need it. Some of them don't. I usually do a case knife most of the time. So then once you do that with oil stone, then you can go back. You can go back to this and just hit it. Hit it right here. Just hit it like that. It's got a little notch right here. You put your finger and your thumb in for safety. So just do that a few times. And there you go. These are good. This one's also got a diamond. You can take this thing and hit it like that. These are good to carry like in your bag, your man purse, your backpack, or whatever. Your hunting bag. You know, whatever you carry with you, you know. Backpack, whatever. And then you can use that diamond hone, then you can just come back here. Just like that. And one thing, when you get a good edge on it, you can see it. You can see the edge. So, this thing's good and sharp. So you can use these as a touch-up, and you can use them to finish it out. Then you want to use your strop, just like this. Just run that knife, keep you some compound on it. Gotta have compound. I had some in here. I don't see where it is, but anyways, keep you some compound on it. And green, or you can use the black. Okay, that's good. That's ready to skin a deer. You can see the edge there. So, that's what you want to do. Now, you hear a lot of people talking about oiling, putting some oil on your knife, okay? So, this mineral oil, this is a natural mineral oil, same kind you use on like wooden spoons or butcher block or whatever. This is a good thing to lube your knife with, and you can take a little bit and stick it on something here like that. You can take it, and then you can just take it and kind of take it and put it right in here. Rub it on your blade if you need to. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot, but it's food grade, so if you want to cut an apple or something, you don't have to worry about getting some kind of, you know, oil that's bad for you. You can also rub it on your micarta. You just take and rub the excess off. This is giving your knife some love. They like to get some love every now and then. So, and you can see how it makes this is burlap micarta. This is brown burlap micarta. And it makes it pretty. I don't think it'll hurt bone or anything. So, it just makes it close real nice and smooth. There we go. So that's my knife maintenance for the day. Like I said, you can, you know, if you don't need much, you can just use one of these quick stones or one of these quick sharpeners right here. Just like that. And that's all this clip blade needs. Like I said, you can take mineral oil. There's different kinds of mineral oil out there. This is some pretty good stuff right here. Like I said, you can lube your knives with them. And a micarta, you can put a little bit of it on your micarta. And I'll cut myself, but it's just a little thing on my finger. But so just some quick little ways to sharpen your knife. But remember, the very last thing, put some strop on it. Use a strop on it. And I make these actually. I made this one. So put a strop on it. I've got this one somewhere. Where's my I got a strop down here. Oh, here it is. This is the one I use in my leather shop. You could make these. This is nothing but a Home Depot paint mixer. You can use this size or the large one, or you can make them smaller. I've got some little small ones I made, but same thing. Keep your compound on it, and then you have your another side here to use. So you can have whatever size you want, but that's a great thing to use. It puts a finishing touch on your blade. So anyway, so that's my little knife sharpening video. I know it wasn't much, but it'll kind of give you some ideas. I know most of you out there in the knife world probably know how to sharpen a knife. I would imagine. A bunch of old country boys and all. I think we got a generation of guys coming up that probably wouldn't even know how to open this knife, you know, because we're not teaching them. My grandson's 7, he's already carrying a knife, but he don't get to open it unless his daddy's around or I'm around. So anyway, that's the video, and I appreciate it. If you leave a comment, tell me what you think. Hit the like button, and I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. That way you know when my new videos coming out. God bless you. God bless. Thank God for another day, and keep your knife sharp.